There comes a moment in every dog owner's life when something feels different. It isn't dramatic. It isn't obvious. It's often a tiny change that slips into your daily routine unnoticed at first. But deep down, a part of you recognizes that your faithful companion may be entering a new stage of life. Dogs can't explain what they're feeling with words. Instead, they communicate through behavior, habits, and subtle shifts in the way they move through the world. Understanding those changes can help us give them the comfort, dignity, and love they deserve. Let's begin with the first 3 signs. Sign #1. They start seeking solitude. Many dogs spend years wanting to be wherever their favorite person is. They follow you into the kitchen, the living room, and even wait outside the bathroom door. But as some dogs grow older or become seriously ill, they may begin spending more time alone. You might find them resting in a quiet hallway, under a bed, or in a room they rarely used before. This doesn't necessarily mean they're upset or rejecting your company. Often, their bodies are simply asking for more rest and less stimulation. Everyday sounds, bright lights, and household activity can become tiring. Instead of encouraging them to return to the center of the action, try meeting them where they feel comfortable. Sit nearby. Speak softly. Let your presence provide reassurance without demanding their energy. Sign #2. Their relationship with food changes. For many dogs, mealtime is the highlight of the day. That's why a noticeable drop in appetite can be difficult for owners to witness. Some dogs begin eating smaller portions. Others become selective and only accept certain foods. A few may seem interested in food one day and ignore it the next. While appetite changes should always be discussed with a veterinarian, they can sometimes accompany age-related decline or serious illness. During this period, focus less on perfect nutrition and more on comfort. If your dog enjoys a special treat, a warm meal, or hand feeding from someone they trust, those moments can become meaningful expressions of care. Sign 3. Their eyes seem different. Many owners describe this sign long before they know how to explain it. The eyes that once sparkled with excitement may appear softer, calmer, or more distant. Physical changes such as age-related cloudiness can play a role, but owners often notice something beyond appearance alone. It's as if their attention is gradually shifting away from constant activity and toward quiet observation. When your dog looks at you, take a moment to return that gaze. Sit with them. Offer gentle affection. Those silent exchanges often carry more meaning than we realize. And while these first signs can be emotional to recognize, the next changes are often impossible to ignore. In Part 2, we'll discuss the physical and behavioral shifts that frequently signal a dog is slowing down in ways that deserve your full attention. But the next signs are even harder to miss. When a dog's body begins changing from week to week, the message becomes clearer. And that's exactly what we'll explore in Part 1. We talked about the subtle emotional and behavioral changes that can appear as a dog enters the later stages of life. But there often comes a point when those quiet signals are joined by physical changes that are much harder to overlook. These changes can be heartbreaking to witness. Yet recognizing them allows you to provide the support and comfort your companion needs most. Let's continue with signs 4 and 5. Sign #4. Moving around becomes noticeably more difficult. Every dog slows down with age. A little stiffness after a nap or a slower pace during walks is often part of the normal aging process. However, there is a difference between ordinary aging and a more significant decline. You may notice your dog struggling to stand after lying down. Stairs that were once easy suddenly become challenging. Jumping onto a couch or climbing into a car may seem impossible. Some dogs develop trembling in their back legs. Others lose confidence while walking on smooth floors. Their movements may appear less coordinated, and they may need frequent breaks during activities they once enjoyed. As the body becomes weaker, muscle loss can happen more quickly. You might notice their hips appearing thinner or their frame becoming more prominent than before. This is often the stage where small adjustments around the home can make a huge difference. Soft bedding, non-slip rugs, easily accessible water bowls, and assistance getting into favorite resting spots can help preserve both comfort and dignity. For years, your dog relied on their strength to stay by your side. Now they may need to borrow some of yours. Sign #5. Their favorite activities no longer excite them. Every dog has something that makes their eyes light up. For some, it's a tennis ball. For others, it's a walk around the neighborhood, a favorite toy, or the sound of a treat bag opening. One of the more emotional changes owners notice is when those beloved activities begin losing their appeal. The toy remains untouched. The leash no longer sparks excitement. The backyard adventure becomes a short trip, followed by a desire to rest. This shift doesn't always mean your dog is unhappy. Often, it means their priorities are changing. As energy becomes more limited, many dogs naturally begin focusing less on stimulation and more on comfort. The good news is that joy doesn't disappear, it simply changes shape. A dog who no longer wants to chase a ball may still find happiness lying beside you in the sunshine. A dog who no longer enjoys long walks may still love slowly exploring familiar scents along a quiet path. During this stage, it's important to let go of expectations and embrace the activities your dog can still enjoy. Rather than trying to recreate the past, focus on creating peaceful moments in the present. Those moments often become the memories we treasure most. As difficult as these physical and emotional changes can be, the next signs are often the ones owners remember forever. They involve something deeper than mobility or energy levels, a shift in the bond itself. And when those moments arrive, many people describe them as unforgettable. In Part 3, we'll cover the final 2 signs, including the powerful experience that countless dog owners say changed them forever. What happens next isn't about weakness or aging. It's about connection. In Part 3, we'll explore the emotional moments that many owners believe are their dog's way of saying goodbye. In Part 1, we explored the subtle changes in behavior. In Part 2, we discussed the physical signs that can appear as a dog's body begins slowing down. Now we come to the final 2 signs, perhaps the most emotional and memorable of all. These are the moments many owners carry with them long after their beloved companion is gone. Sign #6. Unexpected moments of deep affection. Many people who have shared their lives with a senior dog tell remarkably similar stories. A dog who has been resting quietly all day suddenly comes over and places their head in their owner's lap. A gentle nuzzle lasts longer than usual. A lingering look feels different somehow. A dog that has become less active seeks out physical closeness with unusual intention. While no one can know exactly what a dog is thinking, animal caregivers often observe that many dogs become increasingly focused on their closest human companions during the final stage of life. It's as if the bond that has existed for years becomes even more concentrated. These moments are easy to dismiss when they happen, but if your dog seeks your company in a way that feels meaningful, allow yourself to be fully present. Put aside distractions. Sit with them, stroke their fur, talk to them. The dishes can wait, the messages can wait, the errands can wait. What matters is the time you're sharing right now. Years from now, these quiet moments may become some of your most treasured memories. Sign #7. The look you'll never forget. Ask someone who has experienced the loss of a beloved dog, and many will describe a moment they still remember vividly. It wasn't a bark. It wasn't a movement. It was a look, a calm, steady gaze, unlike any they had seen before. Not fearful, not confused, simply peaceful. Many owners describe feeling an unspoken understanding during these moments. Some feel gratitude, others feel acceptance. Some simply feel an overwhelming sense of love. Whether this experience can be explained scientifically or not, one thing is clear. The bond between humans and dogs is extraordinary. If your dog ever gives you one of these moments, don't rush past it. Look back. Speak softly. Tell them everything you've always wanted them to know. Tell them they were loved. Tell them they brought joy into your life. Tell them they were a good dog. Because even if they don't understand every word, they understand your voice, your presence, and the love behind it. What matters most? If you're noticing several of these signs, don't face them alone. Reach out to your veterinarian. Modern comfort care for senior dogs can often improve quality of life through pain management, mobility support, nutrition guidance, and anxiety relief. Most importantly, focus on presence. Spend time together. Take pictures. Sit beside them during quiet afternoons. Create moments instead of schedules. One day, the routines you've shared may come to an end, but the impact your dog had on your life will not. Dogs leave paw prints in places far deeper than the floor beneath them. They change the way we love. They teach us loyalty, patience, forgiveness, and joy in the smallest moments. And when their journey finally ends, the love they gave doesn't disappear. It becomes part of who we are. If your dog is entering this chapter now, remember this. Your job isn't to be perfect. Your job is simply to be there, to see them, to comfort them, and to love them through every step of the journey. Because in the end, that's what they've been doing for you all along. Have you ever experienced one of these signs with a dog you loved? Share their name and a favorite memory in the comments. Their story deserves to be remembered, and you never know whose heart it might help today.